Good morning, world. My goodness. Happy Wednesday, hump day, right? May 10th, moving along through time, right? So let me turn this down. Hey, Bubby, what you want? Look at the nose. I love your nose. What's up, Bobbers? Bubby, I gotta talk to people. Oh, I love you too. Mama's guy. I couldn't talk to people, Bubby. Don't mind me. Okay, go lay down. All right, let's get started. Let me get my timer set. I rearranged my timers this morning. Actually, I just deleted them all and started over because I need them in a certain order to be easily accessible. A little more organized in order, like time-wise, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes kind of thing. I had them all over the place and a couple extra that I didn't really need. So, all right, timer set. I have got to get a drink of this. I am feeling exceptionally hungry. Like I'm having hunger pains. I don't like that at all. And my arms are super wobbly already. I upped the weights for my upper body workout this morning because it's time. I notice when I'm taking pictures, this has gotten all weird looking and not like I had before. The first couple of years, 2018, 2019, when I first started working out. So I needed to make a change, so I upped the weights, which I've been thinking about doing anyway, but you know. However, I said all that to say that I'm noticing in all the places I need to notice it, the benefits of working out, right? So, all right, I need a drink of this. How's everyone's week going? Hopefully well. You're watching live, catching the replay. Let me know. Do I want to move this closer? I need a drink of this so bad. They use this, you can use this as a meal replacement. I don't recommend using it for long term, but excuse me, I'm sorry. That's a weird swallow today. Anyway, you can use it as a meal replacement, but you know, you don't want it a long term. I do occasionally. In the mornings, I don't eat until, well, I don't have fast until I have that has calories in it, so it breaks your fast. Which is part of the reason why I wait until now to do it. And then I don't actually eat until an hour or so later, 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe 2 hours later. About 8:30 is when I eat, so. All right, let's get our minds right for this Wednesday, May 10th, 2023, of course. If you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know where you're watching from. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Today we need to learn how to rise up. You are seen and you are worthy. No matter where you come from or where you go, always stand tall with your shoulders back and your head held high. You deserve to be here. Breathe deeply, root down, rise up. As paused. This is kind of annoying because as I try to stay focused into a 10-minute slot, if you will, a 10-minute time, part of the reason it goes longer is I do try to wait for that because then I don't know where it, you know, if I'm reading it, I don't know where it catches me, so. Breathe deeply, root down, rise up, know that you belong wherever you choose to be. This makes me think of trees. I love the tree of life. Breathe deeply, root down, rise up. I often say, I like the tree of life. I like trees. I like so many things. Love so many things. But I like the tree of life. Trees, because it reminds me to root down, stay strong, flexible enough to bend, strong enough to not break, grow back when you do break, cut off the dead. I had this whole thing, I'm going to have to write about it. I said this whole thing about the tree of life and how it reminds me, to stay grounded while reaching for the impossibilities of the universe. And I think when I look into the space and universe and all of the interesting things that I'm coming across about different theories on that also, because to expand, you have to be open. You have to question everything. Everything. Even if it's the most ludicrous thing, ludicrous thing that you've ever heard, question it. Right? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Trees, rooted down, reaching for the... When I look into space and stars, I have a sense of awe and just that nothing is impossible. Imagine the possibilities. That's really, imagine the possibilities. Oh yeah, this one is good from the Law of Attraction. So I like the trees. That little breathe deeply, root down, rise up. Makes me think of trees, man. That's, they're rooted. Right? Think about before we came along, the old growth now is so minimal. It's terrifying, actually. I'm just thinking about so many things right now. I was just thinking about Saturday when I drove out. The thing about old growth took me to conversation I had with my husband and my two friends Sunday by their pool about driving down where I live, a road called County Line, out to the horse ranch that I went to work with Sunshine. And the amount of construction, and apparently dead construction, because it's supposed to be housing developments, and so it looks like there's one partially built house, and and then like the other one has 2 or 3 partially built houses, but the ground is already cleared and it has like roadways, so it's not like it was very sad. All of the empty buildings and houses and things, and we're tearing down things that take time. Old growth is what helps keep the soil together and all kinds of things. That's a whole other conversation. This has been on my mind because of Saturday when I went down. And then I think about trees and how they are just such an example. Because they also work together in their root system, right? Oh my gosh. I gotta be mindful of where we go all over the place. Ultimately, yeah, and I got less than 2 minutes left. Still gotta read this, so... I just love trees. I've always loved trees. I love all of life, and I talked about this on one of my other lives recently, but trees remind me. I have the tree of life. It's not here. You may have seen it on my tapestry there. It's something that I'd like to get a tattoo of on my right ankle. Because I feel that deeply, you know, it reminds me to stay rooted and reach my roots out as far as they can go, and all the while growing and reaching for the impossibilities, or not the impossibilities, but the endless possibilities, you know, that are out there. Shaking off the unused, dead parts as needed, you know, just, oh my gosh. So, let me see what the law of attraction is going to tell us today. To choose to pursue wealth or poverty. Everything is a choice, remember? Everything is a choice. People in religious orders may take a vow of poverty, but not a vow to acquire wealth and material possessions. Poverty has somehow always equated with deeply held spiritual aspiration, whereas the pursuit of wealth often has been perceived, I am like way off today. Whereas the pursuit of wealth often has been perceived as a selfish desire for things of the flesh instead of the spirit. I can see that, though. However, it's all energy. It's all energy. Energy only transfers, it never dies, right? It changes, it never dies. Which is why, like my mom, I have my mom with me, always. The law of attraction, as you have already learned, is indifferent. It gives you whatever you think and feel you deserve. Feeling is the key there. You can think, but if you still feel a lack, you have to magnetize that thought. You have to empower that thought with a feeling, magnetize it so that it draws that feeling, like feeling to you. When you give yourself over to increase your life, you are giving fuller expression to the abundance of the divine intelligence within you. However, if you seek poverty, the law of attraction will make it so. Proponents of the law of attraction say it is up to you to choose. Let me just tell you what I have recently started embarking on. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've said it a couple of times. I'm reading it. Well, I'm listening to it on Audible. I want to be truthful. I need to make this quick because my timer is already done. And so I don't need to go have a 30-minute conversation again. In my quest to, as I've created my affirmations, I am a millionaire, I am an author, I am a Lavelle Brand 40K promoter, I am worthy, I am confident, I am bold, I am strong, I am changing lives. The top 3 come about in thinking about what it is I want for my life. What do I want to do with my life? So this has then, now that, I've had this set of affirmations for about a year, I think. Had affirmations before that, but I needed to fine tune them because they do have to resonate with you a little bit. If they're completely just like the whole I'm a millionaire one, it's resonating with me more and more. But initially, I truly was just saying it as beating my brain kind of thing. I wasn't beating it, programming it, which then creates a feeling. I think about how I would feel when that happens. And so then I can feel that more when I'm saying it. But if it's so far-fetched that you just can't even think that you got to bring it back a little bit to, as you're trying to reprogram your brain and your belief system and things like that. But this has brought me, said all that to say, because I say these every day and multiple times a day, it's reminding me all the time what it is I want to do. It's keeping it in the forefront of my mind. So I'm always seeking things to make those dreams come true. Good morning, Miss Christina. So those affirmations, now that first of all, I figured out what it is I wanted to do, and then I had to start programming my brain that I can do these things, and I deserve these things, and I'm worthy of these things. So then doing that, like I said, has led me to taking steps and reading books and things like that, to start making these things happen. Well, And this is why I've started studying the millionaires. How do you do that? You need to learn what they do. This is why I have a morning routine like I do. Now it's because it feels great, but initially it was the millionaires do this, so let's start doing what the millionaires do, right? Well, they know about finance, so this is how Rich Dad, Poor Dad come along. That's what I'm listening to on my Audible right now. And I'm in maybe the 4th chapter today. Just started reading it, listening to it this week. And I've already, from another author that he recommended, saved 4 or 5 other books in my wish list there that are finance related, that are going to teach me about finance, because I know jack shit about it. I know how to budget my house. I mean, I don't want to say I know jack shit, but because I have been successful at some things, not massively like I want, and I'm working toward, but I'm learning about how to make my money work for me instead of me work for my money. Period. That's my money needs to work for me. But I got to know how to do that, right? And so that's what there was something that I started off with that I needed to tell you, that I'm doing all of these things, the affirmations, because now I know what I want. So you have to take the steps to do that. And now my brain has stopped, so I'm going to just take that as it's time to stop. I hope that was a complete thought, because I feel like I'm missing what I initially started out with. But all of that was very important. The affirmations set in place, the visual, the keeping it in my brain every day, what it is I want, so that I have to take steps, and I'm always reminded. So I'm always working toward that. But you got to make change to create change. If nothing changes, right? And what I've learned already out of this book is it's just interesting already. I wouldn't say mind-blowing, because I've had some knowledge in regards to it, but I'm excited to just put it in place and see what comes of it. And I'm excited to help teach anybody along the way not that I'm an expert or anything like that, but here I am babbling on, because I'm trying to find that one piece. I'm going to shut the hell up now. Go do the rest of my morning mental prep, which includes my affirmations, my gratitudes, and my writing dump. So, as always, I encourage you to do the same thing. Get some sort of morning routine, ritual together, something in the morning to create a positive mindset for you as you enter into the day, and see how much better your day is going to be if you do that. On the weekends, I'm not doing it as much or as focused, and I notice the difference and in my brain and the rest of my day. And I'm like, gosh, we talked about this before, because I want to sleep in, but I don't. I want to get up and do what I need to do. So get something, do something, pick something, anything, somewhere. Take a walk down the road for 30 minutes every day. Just do something. Exercise and books, right? Knowledge. Do something. No more 0 days, right? Find out what you want to do and do something every day to work toward that. No more 0 days. I'm going to go do my affirmations, gratitudes. I encourage you to do the same thing. Take 5 minutes, find 5 things that you're grateful for that happened in the last 24 hours. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I am so grateful for your patience, because I know, like on days today, like today, I'm all over the place. And I'm like, that's something that I'm working on. I feel like I'm getting better at it. There are some days where I just it flows and it feels good, and I get warm and fuzzy like feeling. And then there are days like today where it's all in there, but it's not put together very well. And I'm just like, well, you just go with it. You just keep going, because you only get better by doing, period. No matter what it is, you only get better by doing. So I appreciate your patience and watching me make a fool of myself on here every day. So have a great day. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Go sit in your gratitude. Do it with your kids. Do it with your pets. Do it with your spouse. Do it with your plants. Do it with your food. Do it sitting in traffic. I'm telling you, that's a great time to do it. Just do it. Take a few focused minutes every day and find gratitude for what you have. What are you grateful for? Go focus on that today. I hope everyone has a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And as always, peace and love.